So it's that time of year again. Time to pack our bikes up and go on an adventure. This year the plan was to ride Spain and Portugal. We've had the ferry crossing booked for months, and the excitement has built up as each of those months passed and the trip got closer. Well, today is the day. To start, we have a long ride to Portsmouth where we will catch the boat for a 24-hour crossing through the English Channel and the Bay of Biscay to our destination in northern Spain, Santander. Neither of us are fans of motorways. They are tedious and the scenery is non-existent, but needs must. The quicker we get to the south coast, the better. Gotta stop for a brew though.
2 hours in the bag, the sun is shining, thank God for that, the rain has gone. Another 2 hours to go till we get to Portsmouth. Stop for a quick coffee break here. See you in Portsmouth, guys.
After a much needed coffee at the services, it was time to crack on with the second leg of the journey. We'd made good time on the way down so far. We needed to be checked in for boarding at 4, setting sail at 5:30. We were sailing on Brittany Ferry's Cap Finisterre, and we had an outside cabin booked as well.
That's the boring bit out the way. 4 hours on the motorway. It was a bit of a slog, but we've done it quite easily, to be honest. Bikes are really comfy and that's what they're made for, long distance journeys like that. But yeah, 4 hours on the motorway. The weather's been kind to us. Got a few showers, a little bit windy. Other than that, not too bad. Can't really complain. Like I say, we're at the Portsmouth International Port, just waiting to get on the boat and let the fun begin.
I know what you're probably thinking, but no, we didn't have the boat to ourselves. The place soon filled up. After a short wait, it was time to ride aboard the MV Cap Finisterre, a German-built cruise ferry that was built in 2001 and sailed in Greece before it was acquired by Brittany Ferries in 2010 for €81.5 million. She's 203 metres long and weighs in at over 32,000 tonnes and is able to carry over 1,600 passengers and around 700 cars. She was formerly known as Superfast 5, but with a top speed of around 32 mph, I'm not surprised about the name change. After having the bike strapped down, grabbing our essentials, it was time to find our cabin.
Give you the guided tour of our cabin right now. It's the bedroom, the bathroom, the end.
Before too long we was on the move. sailing past naval vessels as we left the port of Portsmouth. It was now time for us to explore the boat. The weather was fine, the water was calm, so it all boded well for a smooth crossing.
Just woke up about 10 o'clock, had a bit of a lie-in, but got woke up earlier on to the boat rocking, bit of a choppy crossing, not the best feeling in the world, but we've just got to deal with it. Still a good few hours before we get there. I'm even more looking forward to getting off this boat now.
So after a long 24 hours at sea, we finally landed in Santander, northern Spain. Before letting us off, they kept us all below deck in what can only be described as furnace-like heat, whilst the rest of the boat was unloaded. The lower deck was full of bikers, itching to get off and experience the first taste of Spanish tarmac. We was no different. Eventually we was allowed off into the blistering Spanish sun. Just got to get through passport control and then the adventure would be in full swing.
Just got into Santander after that very long crossing on the boat. The sun is out, the weather is glorious, and we are now heading out over to Portsmouth, which is at the foot of the Picos mountain. So see you in Portsmouth.
The original plan was to stay in Santander for the first night, but a few weeks before departure we made the decision of getting off the boat and heading straight to a small town called Portsmouth at the eastern side of the Picos de Europa mountains. It was a couple of hours ride away. The landscape didn't take long to change. Gone was the built-up metropolis of the city of Santander. We was now being treated to serene countryside with rolling hills and large lakes and quaint little towns. I now couldn't wait to get under the skin of northern Spain.